They my shop, you know. See my shop? They my garage, so I get a small job to do. Show you guys what's going on. So when I'm up in a car from work, he wants me to change the starter. And he's supporting his brand, but this is what he bought and bring. And spark plugs, right? So I gotta take all of this out. Spark plugs are right here. These four things right here, the plugs right here. So I gotta take that off and installed. Yeah, man, never not working, right? So we here. It's my day, my off day again. Yeah, wifey going back to bed. She wanna help me. And kids gone to school, so I got my day cut out. But this hopefully doesn't take too long. It doesn't look that bad, right? So hope everybody doing good, man. So, you know, cold outside. So I bring the car inside, put mine outside. Otherwise, I wouldn't take this job. So this guy's having a little issue with his starting. The car is not starting properly. So he said it's a starter. He wants me to change it out. Alright, so there you go. Get to work. Show you guys a little bit. Alright, so anytime you're doing any work that you have power source attached to it, first thing you do, remove the battery cable. Okay, just take off the battery lead so there's no power running to whatever you're loosing off. Right, so you don't want no feedback by grounding off something else and shorting out the fuse. Then you have a bigger problem, or blowing a relay or something. So take off the battery, put that aside, and you know there's no power to anything, right? Because that's your only power source right there. So we're gonna take off that. We gotta remove this air breather here, and the starter is right in the bottom, right? So, and then we'll deal with the spark plug afterwards. All right, so let me do that, and I'm coming back. Hopefully it's a quick job. Alright, so I got the battery out. The battery sitting there. This two just the two plugs holding it in. I took out the little breather that goes right here, and there's 4 screws that holds this breather box down. See? So once you get that out, you set them aside, and right under here, Uncle's starter is. Right? See, it's right here. This is it right here. So there's 2 bolts holding it in, and these are your power supply. Right? So you just gotta get that out. Alright, so there's a little plug here. See this little wire plug right here? It looks like a little speaker plug wire. You gotta take that off. That goes right there, right? And then this is the main one here. This is a 12 holding in. That's your power source, right? That runs to the fuse box. So that got come out, and then there's a bolt. Hard to see. There's a bolt in the bottom here. Let me see if I can find it. Right there. See my finger pointing? And there's another one on this side. So one on both sides, and that's it. Alright, so just a little tip, right? If you're not sure where to find the bolts where you're looking for on the starter that's mounted, just take off the new one and line it up the same way that one is in there, right? And then you'll know where the 2 bolts are. So one is on the top right here. This is the way the starter is mounted, and one is in the bottom right here, right? See it there? So you just put it the way it is, and so you'll know it's only 2 bolts, right? So this is the new one. Let me take that off. Just a little tip. Just a little tip though, you know, at least you have an idea where you should be looking. So here's the guy that's giving problem apparently. See, just two bolts that's holding it in. So it came from that spot right in there. Right? So you see how them teeth looks kind of worn out. So it's causing the starter to slip when you trying to start the car, right? This guy here, when you turn the key, this part here pushes out and crank the transmission, and that's how the car starts, right? It needs a little crank. So this little spot, little wheel right here, that's the one that does the job, get the car started. So when this starts slip, it it won't start. So this one here, this one here is brand new, so we'll put this in, right? Not hard, and there's a lot of space to work on these older cars. This is a Acura 2004 or 2005 model, so they're all the same from 2001 to 2005. They're all the same cars. So let me put that in, put that stuff back, and then we gotta tackle the spark plug, right? You get the 4 spark plug. That's easy to do there. Yeah, so hopefully this is the problem. That's what the man said, he wants to change, so I'm just doing what he asked, right? Alright, so we got the new starter in. That's it right there. Didn't take long. Wasn't a bad struggle, right? I already hooked a back touch. Remember that speaker wire part? A little plug right there. The main plug. Already tightened it. Just make sure you put the caps back on. They come with rubber caps, so just make sure it's back on, so no corrosion and thing go in. Cover them up. Right. So just gonna put this breather box back and the battery and try it out. Right. I'll try it out before I go start the spark plug. So just in case something not clicking, I take it back out. But it's brand new, so should work, right? I'll put that stuff back together and then I'll give it a crank, see if it kick in, and we good to go. Alright, so it wasn't too bad. Alright, so put everything back together, but I only tied the battery leads, these two right here, positive, negative, and these bolts right here. I just put them on. I didn't tie them down, so I want to give the car a start, see if it'll start. All right, so that's the only time I gonna get to watch me do some work. I'm joking. So let me give it a shot. Actually, let me open the garage door before I get carbon monoxide poisoning and die, and nobody can find me. Try it out and see what's going on. Moment of truth, right? I hope for the best. Yay! It worked. See me started 2 times? It sounds a whole lot better than it did when you were trying to start it before. It's like struggling. See how quick it starts up? Yeah man, yeah man. Alright, so that's good to go. Let me do the spark plug now. Let me shut off this car before me dead. Alright? Yeah man, see? Simple job, right? Simple job, simple job. Let me shut it off and close back the garage door. Alright, so everything tight up. Everything good? Battery good. Let me just tighten up this stuff here. Alright, so the next job, let me hook this back here. That's the cable. Alright, so you do this spark plug now. We got loose these 4 bolts right here, 4 nuts right here, and take out the plug. We gotta take out this cap actually, right? So just a flat screwdriver, take that off, and then we'll pop the spark plugs them out. Unplug them and pop them out. Alright, so let me do that. Alright, so see these 2 little pins right here. You just need a flat screwdriver, turn it, that comes right off. Alright, unplug all of them. 4, so you can't mess them up. They're not like the old school, right? They go back right where they are. Already loosened the screws for the coil. These are called coil plugs, right? Just take those off, put them in a safe spot, and then so you just pull these up. See, you just pull them up, easy. You can even set them in a line if you want to put them back exactly where you got them from, and right down there, that's where your spark plug be. All right, so it's not hard. Just know what you're doing, man. Easy job. Easy. Do it at just home by yourself. DIY. Fix your car. Give it a tune-up. This is actually a tune-up, right? So tune-up. You just change your plugs and your air filter and stuff like that. That's all the car needs. It'll burn less gas. It'll perform better. You know what I mean? This here is probably 20 bucks for the 4 NGK plugs, right? These are one of the best brand. You know what I mean? So, not promoting brand, but I'm telling you what's good. What works good. Especially for Japanese cars, right? So, let me get the spark plug tool. I'll pop those out and put them back. Alright, so I'm done pull out the plugs then. That's the 2 new, 2 old, right? Not too bad, but he wants to put new ones. Same plugs, NGK I took out, right? So the new one, easy. Easy, easy, easy. So these are, see this gap here between the top here where the spark plug is? See that little gap in between right there? That's pre-gapped, so try not to bend that, this part, that curve right here. When you're, don't drop it, don't do anything. It's pre-gap, right? So it just made just to put there. You don't have to gap it. Back in the day, you have to gap. They have a gapping tool, specific point something something for different size engine, but this is pre-gap. You don't have to do that. All right, so let me throw them back in. So when you're putting the plugs in, just sit them back in the tool right here. There's a rubber inside here, a little bit hard to see right there. See it? It holds the plug, and you just feel it by hand, right? What I do, I go backwards until I hear the click where it sit, and then go forward, because you don't want to cross thread this and the plug not sit where it's supposed to sit, right? You have to go down all the way and don't over torque it. There's a specific, I had to look it up. There's a torque tightness for it, right? But make sure you sit the thread in where it's supposed to go. These fine threads, they're easy to cross thread, and then they're done, because that is aluminum head, engine head. So pain in the ass to fix that. I don't want that headache. So let me just take my time and put this in, and I'll come back to you guys. All right, show you when I'm all done. All right, so if you can see me, This fits in here, see? It doesn't drop out. There's a rubber in there, right? This is the last one. So drop it in, turn it backwards. Hear that? I hope I can hear that. So if you circle it, there's one spot where you feel there's a click. When you reach back, boom. Reach back, boom, right? So if you turn it, hear that? So every time I make a circle, it makes that noise. So I know that's where it starts. Then you just tied it from there. So now you know it's not cross thread, and I just tied it by hand. If I can turn it by hand, I know it's going down all the way, right? So just tied it up. Once you get tight, that's it. Don't over tight it. Now the spark plugs change. So I take these out. Remember, I take these out in a straight line. You just drop them back in. Drop them in. Because they only go one way, right? You can't mess it up. See? It only go one way. This one nut bolt over here, and then you screw them back down, right? Now all you do is clip this back in. That's it. That's your power supply. Make sure they're tight, they're not coming out, and you're good to go. Put the cover back on. Tight. Put back these nuts right here, and put the cover back on. And that's spark plug business right there, right? Very, very easy, man. Do it at home, in your garage, your driveway, but don't work outside, because when place cold, these little nuts and bolts, they tend to break. So if you got a warm spot, do your thing, man. See how it backed out? It's not being over tight. Done. Double check, make sure it's not moved, and voila, all said and done. This guy just fits in a slot, and then you just turn, and that's it. That's on there. All right, so just double check all your work, make sure you not leave nothing out. I just gotta put this cable back down. You just come right there, grab this last two nut over here. That's it, man. That's don't lose these nuts. Talking to myself, sorry. Yeah, that's it. So quick DIY, do yourself, you know, save yourself some money. And you don't need heavy tools for this, right? You don't need heavy tools at all. Simple toolbox tool. There she goes. Right? Simple toolbox tool. That's it. That's all you need. Buy a toolbox. It comes with spark plug tool. Take it out. So let me give it another start, right, and see how we fire up. How she fire up. Hopefully, I'm gonna get carbon monoxide poison in. Yeah, so that's it. See how nice and smooth it start? So everything firing up there, everything good. The other day I did oil on this car. Did oil change on it. So, little work, man, little work. Little pocket money, you know what I mean? If you're off and you can make a little extra cheese these days, why not, right? Every penny counts now. Yeah, so that's it. See you guys later, alright? My day done. We're not done, even not start yet. I gotta go take it for a spin, man, run it through the snow. What do you mean? It's a standard car. I haven't drive a standard car in a long time. Hopefully not born out the man clutch. Yeah. Alright, yeah. So that's it. Job done. Alright. See you guys later.